about domestic resource mobilization, I think about organizing for a wedding. Whose responsibility is it to fund for a wedding? Is it the couple? Are they the guests? I think funding a wedding is the responsibility of the couple to ensure that the guests are happy, the guests have eaten, there is cake, and that the guests go home happy. The fight against TB, HIV, and malaria is a party. The party belongs to the national government. The party belongs to the members of parliament who sit down and deliberate on funding for health. I'm calling upon national governments, presidents, and members of parliament and all those involved in funding for health.
Si mon président, son Excellence Roch-Marc Christian Kaboré, a loué une forte ressource pour la santé de la jeunesse,
in terms of human rights, it is important for us to have a successful replenishment because the Global Fund sees the value of investing in human rights to remove barriers that would affect people from accessing treatment, diagnostic services, and to ensure that there is an enabling legal environment that enables all people, including vulnerable populations, to be able to access services in a manner that respects their human rights.
Because majority of the Global Fund is in Africa, for them to start seriously putting in funding in terms of counter funding and increasing so that they take over this, because this is a long term. This replenishment should also get commitment from the government.
Je m'appelle Ngweko Marie-Solange. Je suis directeur exécutif au Public Health International Consulting Center, basé à Yaoundé, au Cameroun.
Salut, je m'appelle Tamanjo Audrey, je suis camerounaise et je suis médecin. Si mon président, son Excellence, M. Paul Biya, déboursait des fonds pour la santé et en particulier pour la prévention dans mon pays,
we also need to have sustainable and strengthened health systems. And for us to have sustainable and strengthened health systems, our governments need to commit additional resources to ensure that we are able to achieve our goal.
I believe it's possible to end epidemics of HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria, and that we can strengthen health systems in Africa. We are, however, out of track towards these goals. To get back on track, we would need additional resources for health in a way that is predictable and sustainable. It is therefore very important that the Global Fund's 6th Replenishment come October is successful. We are therefore calling upon world leaders to support the replenishment of the Global Fund through early and increased pledges to the Global Fund, and also for the African governments, we are calling upon them to ensure that there is additional, sustainable and predictable domestic resources for health. A successful replenishment of the Global Fund will help us save 16 million lives and avert 234 million infections across the 3 diseases. We can do this. Let us do this for the next generation.